All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Cedar Creek High School, deep in the heart of Bastrop County, BISD. Let me get this turned down a little bit. Back in the saddle here is Pistol Pete with the call tonight between your Cedar Creek Eagles and the visiting Bastrop Bears. This is the district, this is 5A District 18 Region 3 district opener for these two teams tonight. Or I should say this afternoon. This game was supposed to kick off around 1:30 this afternoon, but due to some scheduling issues and some gym issues, they're resurfacing the floor in the small gym here at Cedar Creek High School due to some water damage they sustained here recently. So with that being said, everything was kind of moved back about 2 hours, and here we are as both teams are on the floor warming up right now. We look forward to a matchup here, crosstown rivals, Cedar Creek and Bastrop. No short of drama between these two organizations, no matter what sport we're playing. But here in the beginning of the district opener, Cedar Creek is coming in with a little bit better record than Bastrop is. Overall, they're 9-11 in preseason or pre-district competitions. And Bastrop Bears, I have to be honest, I am not fully versed on how the Bastrop Bears have done this preseason. They chose, instead to use Max Preps, they chose to use Huddle to harvest all of their stats and records and games and such. So with that being said, I have names, I have numbers for the roster, and we will try to keep up as best we can. But as far as their number one player, their number one shooter, I do not have that information. So hopefully we can limp through this together here as we look forward to this crosstown rival. Had a chance to talk to Coach Maxwell before the game, and you know there's a couple of aspects with the Cedar Creek basketball team. They're a young team as well as a not very big team, and unfortunately they are missing their big man down below. Alfred Collins, big number 33, also plays defensive end for the Cedar Creek football team, and a D1 prospect for hopefully a really great college to pick him up to continue his career in football. So he's off this week. He's been in San Antonio all week practicing with the All-American team because, yes, the young man was chosen across this part of this country, or I'm not sure exactly how the lines are drawn. I really couldn't get the answers from the head coaches on how it actually worked. I think it's based on a voting type thing. But nonetheless, he was selected as part of the All-American team, so he is playing tomorrow, I believe, starting at 1 p.m. In the afternoon in the Alamo Dome down in San Antonio. So if you're looking for some continued football action, you want to make the trip to San Antonio to watch the All-American game, see a bunch of outstanding, exceptionally achieved high school football players, then feel free to make that trip. I'm sure there's plenty of tickets. Alamo Dome's a big place, home of the UTSA Roadrunners and various other local professional and non-professional teams that utilize that facility. It's a wonderful facility to watch a game in. So with about 8 minutes and 33 seconds left to go in warm-ups, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back with some pregame festivities, and you are listening to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports live from Cedar Creek High School. This is Pistol Pete.
Hey folks, this is Pete from the Creek Broadcast Team for Hours RV Service Center in Georgetown. All the RVs that I see on the road these days, how about having a peace of mind knowing that your RV is in tip-top shape by taking it to Hours RV Service in Georgetown. Located at 8480 Interstate 35 in Georgetown, Hours RV Service will make sure that your coach, fifth wheel, or pop-up, or bumper pull are all ready for the road. They honor all major service contracts, so you don't have to worry about voiding any warranties. Hours 5-star review customer service will make sure that you have the peace of mind to enjoy that vacation. Call Michael at 801-671-8672 or find him online at www.hoursrv.com. That's www.hoursrv.com. No job too big, no job too small. In and out quickly, and most large projects are out in less than 5 days. Electrical, air conditioning, new installations and modifications, all available at Hours RV. Hours RV Service Center in Georgetown, the small business that's big on service. Hey everybody, SHN Sports and the Creek broadcast team are here, and we are proud to tell you about our new friends over here at Leo's Italian Grill. Located right here in Cedar Creek, Texas at 887 Highway 21 West, just west of Memorial Stadium. Leo's offers great Italian food with a smooth southern flair. Open Monday through Thursday 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sunday 12 to 5. Leo's is the place for great Italian food. For more information and a full menu, check them out on the web at leositaliangrill.net. Leo's is a proud sponsor of Cedar Creek Athletics. Tell all your friends, let's go to Leo's.
At Roscoe State Bank, we're more than just banking professionals. We're your neighbors. Family owned, the bank first opened its doors in Roscoe, Texas in 1906. Since then, we've expanded to new locations, including Bastrop. We strive to be the best neighbor possible to those we serve, offering great products, the latest in mobile and online banking, convenient hours, and more. All with the highest level of customer service because that's what neighbors deserve. Roscoe State Bank, building community one neighbor at a time.
Everybody tells me that. Dude, your car. Oh, that's okay. Here, watch this. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oh, hey, Kim.
Who is that guy? That's my agent, Rich. Can I try? Yeah, go for it. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. With a hot guy.
What's up?
This could work. Who's also sensitive.
He's a rescue.
But has a dark side.
Yo.
Hello.
Hey, dark side. Get your feet off the car.
Find out what else State Farm agents can do for you at yagent.com.
The Creek broadcast team here for Bastrop Mobile Services. Serving the surrounding area since 2009, they offer a huge variety of services for you and your vehicle at affordable, competitive prices. And they have a only 5-star rating shop in Bastrop County. They offer on-site services and repairs for all cars, trucks, makes, and models. Fleet services to keep those crews on the job. Farm equipment service and repair to keep those hay bales stacking up. They work on heavy equipment to make sure you meet that deadline. They also have on-site professional welding services. It doesn't matter what the repair, big or small, on the go, or in their fully equipped shop. Call 512-718-8297 and set up your appointment today. Or you can find them on the web at www.bastropmobileservices.com. That's Bastrop Mobile Services for quality service on the go. You're tuned into the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
All right, welcome back to Cedar Creek High School, where the Eagles and the Bastrop Bears are getting ready to face off here in a District 5A, or District 18 5A Region 3, as I'm trying to get my wheels back under me. It's been a while since I've done this solo, so I apologize in advance as we say hello to everybody out there that's listening. And Scotty Martin could not be with me tonight. He is with Crestview RV down at the Convention Center in the heart of Austin, with their first RV show of the year down here. So if you're in the market for an RV, go down and see Scotty Martin down there at Crestview RV at the Austin Convention Center at the Home and Travel Show. I think that's what it's called. All day today and tomorrow right there in Austin. So not a lot of information. I was talking to Coach Maxwell here at the beginning of the before the game started, and we had an opportunity to discuss what the team has, how the team has adjusted with Alfred not being here. Incidentally, after this game tomorrow at the All-American game that he's playing in, he'll be back in full swing with the Cedar Creek Eagles basketball team to help in district play as we continue to strive for the first Cedar Creek High School varsity basketball playoff position. So that's the goal this year, talking to Coach Valentino Maxwell prior to the warm-up starting. So we have a pretty full crowd because the gym is only half in use right now because the home side is taped off with caution tape. I'm assuming due to repair issues, and there wasn't something more serious that happened. But nonetheless, I believe the bleachers are broken, and that's why they're not allowing fans to sit there. So the visiting side, which is half the size of the home side, is rather full with Bastrop and Cedar Creek fans because Bastrop doesn't have far to travel. They're just up the road there, downtown heart of Bastrop. So the Bears and the Eagles tonight in the District 18 Region 3 season or district opener. Next Tuesday, the Eagles will travel to Elgin to hopefully see to continue the strife here in District 18. So, and the Bears will host the Hutto Hippos at the Bastrop High School on Tuesday night as well. That's January 7th, both games starting at 7 p.m. We are going to try with every might we have to bring all the Cedar Creek District games to you. It was difficult for us to get in any of the tournament type games. I don't know if anybody is familiar with the way those tournaments work, but it's very difficult to schedule any sort of broadcast for a tournament like that because they're usually in 2 or 3 different gymnasiums at several different times. And so nonetheless, with scheduling issues with my work and Scotty's work, we only have limited days off, so it was really difficult, and all we were going to do is just go ahead and focus on the Cedar Creek District play this season. All that other stuff before the season started doesn't matter. This is where the meat and potatoes is, starting the district play. So with 54 seconds left to go on the warm-ups, the Eagles and the Bears are making their way to the benches for last-second instructions before the game starts. So we're going to take a short break. You're listening to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports, live from Cedar Creek High School.
The Creek broadcast team is here. We are very excited to tell you about a brand new local family-owned restaurant right here in Cedar Creek, Leo's Italian Grill. Leo's offers authentic Italian cuisine with a nice southern flair, surrounded by an atmosphere that welcomes family and friends. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or watching your favorite sporting event on the big screen, it's Leo's Italian Grill. Check them out on the web at www.leositaliangrill.net. Everything you need is right there at your fingertips. For a full menu, daily specials, go to leositaliangrill.net. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors. Let's go to Leo's. This segment of Cedar Creek Eagle Football is brought to you by Bastrop Mobile Services. For mobile mechanic service and repairs on the go, call 512-718-8297. You're tuned in to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
All right, welcome back to Cedar Creek High School, where the teams are at center court getting ready to jump this one off. 8 minutes showing on the clock here in the first quarter. District opener here in District 18, Region 3, 5A. Eagles moving from my right to left, take control of the ball on the tip-off. Number 1, Corey Canada, the heart and soul of this team until Alfred Collins gets back, handles the ball, hands it over to Carlos Ramirez as he takes his time up top around the arc. He moves it over around the right side, moves back to Ramirez. Bastrop playing a man-to-man type zone type thing. That ball is going to be mishandled by number 2, Luke Sumner, off the Ramirez pass. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Bastrop ball with 7:36 to go. Still no score here in the first quarter. Miller moves it around to Bastrop for Isaac Rodella. Gets a shot off. He's fouled on the play, and that's going to be called on number 1. Corey Canada is going to be his first personal. And looks like the Bears are going to go to the line shooting 2, and that's going to be awarded to Isaac Rodello, his first opportunity at the free throw line. Still no score here at the beginning of the first quarter. Ball's up and on the way. And he makes that first one. Rodello has the ball. Again, in and out. Second one's no good. Rebound Bastrop, number 13. He's fouled in the process. No, I take that back. He's called for traveling. That's going to be number 12, Dominique Mojica. Called for traveling, a turnover to the Bears. Number 33, Miller has the ball, turns it around to Tyson. Tyson lets it go, three-point line, no good. Rebound Canada, brings it down to the middle. Ball's let go by Ramirez. Ramirez drains a 3. Ramirez Bastrop controls it at the top of the key. Brings it back around to the top, and that's Rodello. Puts it up off the side. Missed rebound Canada as he comes down, hands it off to Ramirez. Ramirez pushing up the left side. Changes fields up on the right side now. Looks like number 4, Caleb Bunker, pushes it back into the corner to Ramirez. Back inside to Mojica. Puts it up, and he's fouled. Dominique Mojica. Mojica will go to the line to shoot 2. I think that foul was on number 23. Mojica going to the line shooting 2. Eagles up 3-1. Makes the first one. Dominique Mojica, also Cedar Creek High School star running back during the football season. And makes the second one. Dominique Mojica perfect from the line so far as Bastrop brings it back up. Rodello brings it toward the middle of the court, hands it off to number 33, Miller. Miller drives. He's attended and off the glass and in. Miller with the bucket. Eagles on transition. Ramirez down into the corner to Mojica. Back out to Ramirez. Posting up top is Canada. Ramirez brings it back around to number 4, Bunker. Bunker drives, lofts it up, a little bit of air, and nobody touches it. Goes out of bounds. That'll be Bastrop ball. Tyson bringing it up the center for the Bears. Hands it over to Rodello. Rodello keeps it, goes to the middle, up and over. Nice finger roll. Rodello with the bucket. Bastrop, Ramirez up top with the ball, slowing things down, trying to get it set up. Passes it around to Bunker. Bunker puts it back over to Ramirez. Canada trying to get position, but they got his number, and they're double teaming him as Bunker brings it back out to the top to start over. Ramirez gets it down to Canada in the corner, and that ball slapped out of his hands by Bastrop's Miller. And the Eagles will retain possession as we have a substitute into the game. It looks like Sumner is coming out, and Ty Pruitt, number 11, is coming in. The starting lineups, incidentally, for the Eagles tonight was Canada, Sumner. That ball, three-point shot, missed by Canada, handled by Bunker, but it goes out of bounds between his legs. It'll be Bastrop ball. Continuing that starting lineup, number 4, Caleb Bunker, number 5, Carlos Ramirez, and number 12, Dominique Mojica. For the Bastrop Bears, it's going to be Noah Tyson, Isaac Rodello, Luciano Stestuli, Sam Miller, and Julian Miller. Bastrop with the bucket. It's 5 minutes exactly to go in the first quarter. Bastrop up 7-5 over the Eagles. I am rusty. Bunker with the ball. He's being challenged. Ball gets slapped out of his hands. They're fighting for it. Bastrop gets control. Hands it over to Rodello. Rodello drives. He's going to change the side to go over there. Over to Miller. Miller up off the front of the rim. Rebound Bastrop. There's a whistle on the play. And it looks like it's going to be on number 12 is going to get called for some kind of offensive foul. And that'll be the Bastrop second team foul. Cedar Creek sitting with one team foul. Canada brings it up. Ramirez sets the pick. Canada pulls up, dishes it to the inside, tipped away. Bunker has it up to Ramirez. Ramirez for 3. Drains it. Carlos Ramirez with his second 3 of the day, and that puts the Eagles up by 1, 8-7 with 4:19 to go here in the first quarter. Miller with the Bastrop shot, and rebound is off the fingertips of a Bastrop player. The battle between Julian Miller and Dominique Mojica lost to the Cedar Creek Eagles as they start up the center of the court. Corey Canada slows things down, stops right at half court. Great ball handler. Tishes it to the inside of Mojica. Mojica goes hard to Pruitt. Pruitt hesitates. Nice shot, but he misses off the front of the rim. Rebound Bastrop as Stastuli brings it down. Hard for Bastrop. Rodello up the middle for Bastrop. Dishes it back out to Miller off the top of the three-point arc. Over to number 10, Tyson. Tyson dishes it back to the corner to the other Miller. Several Millers on the floor. We have two. Back over to that Miller. Down the center to number 10, Noah Tyson with the bucket. Eagles bring it up the right side. Ramirez controls the ball for the Eagles. Shows everybody down. Over to Bunker. Three-point land. Off the back of the rim. No go as Miller from Bastrop gets the rebound and pushes it up the right side to Noah Tyson. Back to the middle to Rodello. Rodello shoots, and he drains that one. That's a three for Noah Tyson. Isaac Rodello. And that's going to cause a Cedar Creek timeout as the Eagles stumble that last minute or so of the first quarter with 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the first. They are down 8-12 to the Bastrop Bears. As I try to keep track of stuff here, I thought a bigger scorecard would make it easier, but I think I just kind of bungled myself. But nonetheless, the Cedar Creek Eagles and the Bastrop Bears starting off in true crosstown rival fashion. Bastrop Bears, or Eagles were up 1 point just a few minutes ago and gave over a couple of hard turnovers that the Bastrop Bears capitalized on. And before it started getting too out of hand, Coach Valentino Maxwell for the Eagles calls timeout. It was a full 60-second timeout. So as we sit,
You're tuned in to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
all right, timeout's over. This is the Roscoe State Bank Cedar Creek High School varsity basketball broadcast. Our head sponsor is Roscoe State Bank this season. As Ramirez brings the ball up, 3 minutes exactly to go in the first. Ball's dished to Mojica. Mojica goes hard to the glass, and he makes it. And he's going to go to the line shooting one as he's fouled by number 23, Luciano Stastoli. Picks up his second, and Mojica will go to the line shooting one. He's 2 for 2 so far from the line. Down low we have Pruitt, and into the game also we have Isaiah Jackson, and Mojica makes it. 3 for 3 from the line. Isaiah Jackson, number 15, checks in. As Bastrop brings the ball down slowly, Sam Miller handles the ball over to Rodello. Rodello pulls for a three off the side of the rim. Rebound, Mojica. Here comes Ramirez. He's got a 1-on-2. Puts it up and off. Rebound, Canada puts it up, thrown away. And Ramirez ends up with the ball. Oh, and pushed out to Canada. Canada tries to go right back to Ramirez. Goes off the side of his hand, out of bounds. Bastrop ball, 11-12. Bastrop over the Eagles, 2:30 to go here in the first. Bastrop drives the lane. That ball's off the rim. Number 10, Tyson, gets another shot at it. And finally put back by number 12 for the Bastrop Bears, Julian Miller. 14-11, Bastrop. Ramirez handles the ball over the right side. Mojica for three. Off the back of the iron. That ball is rebounded by Bastrop by Julian Miller over to Sam Miller. Sam Miller being challenged by Ty Pruitt to the center of the court, back over to Tyson. Oh, a nice backdoor give from Tyson to Rodello for the 2 points. Bastrop Bears up 16-11, 1:45 to go. Here comes Corey Canada, pulls for a long three off the front of the iron. Rebound, Bastrop. Stastuli pushed it out to Rodello. Rodello comes down the middle of the court, comes back and challenges the lane. Now to Sam Miller. That ball's tipped away and recovered by Jackson. And Ty Pruitt goes for the layup and missed, but Rodello was there with a lot of pressure as Tyson brings it back, gives it to Rodello. Rodello drives the baseline up and off the iron. Rebounds Stastuli, puts it back. Bastrop. Luciano Stastuli puts the Bastrop Bears up 18-11 with 1:07 left to go as Dwayne Jackson moves to the scorer's table to check in for the Bears. Ramirez handles it up the top of the key, pushes it back over to Ty Pruitt. Ty Pruitt looks at the three, holds back, dribbles it away, back over all the way across to Ramirez. Ramirez pulls for three, and it's good. Carlos Ramirez for his third triple of the night as Sam Miller brings it down the left side for Bastrop. Over to Rodello, pushes it back over to Tyson in the corner. Back to Miller at the top of the key. Back to Stastuli, moving around the top. Inside to Rodella, pushes it back to Miller in the corner. Off the iron, and rebound Cedar Creek, but it gave it right back to the Bastrop Bears. Up off the shot of Stastuli, misses it, goes out of bounds, and Bastrop will retain possession after all that with 23 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Number 34, Joseph Overton, and number 22, Justin Reese, along with Dwayne Jackson, check in for the Bastrop Bears. So we have Miller, Rodello, Jackson, Reese, and Overton on the court. And that's going to be Rodello from three-point land, drains his second one of the night. 21-14 to go, or 21-14 Bastrop. 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Ramirez slows it down, looking for the last shot. Down the corner, Mojica back up to Ramirez. Ramirez takes his time, looking for that pick. Over to Bunker, back to Ramirez, takes a shot. Oh, off the front of the iron, and the miss as the Eagles travel to the bench. 21-14, your Bastrop Bears end the first quarter. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
This segment of Cedar Creek Eagle football is brought to you by Bastrop Mobile Services. For mobile mechanic service and repairs on the go, call 512-718-8297. Hey folks, it's strength, value, and community, all the things that matter to you, found in one bank. Roscoe State Bank in Bastrop is proud to support the Cedar Creek Eagles and the Cedar Creek Athletic Booster Club. Roscoe State Bank member FDIC, located at 710 Highway 71 West, just in front of the Home Depot. Also online at roscoestatebank.com.
You're tuned in to the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
All right, back here at Cedar Creek High School, the end of the first quarter. Bastrop Bears 21, the Cedar Creek Eagles 14. As the Eagles kind of stumbled there towards the end of the first quarter, they made a lot of long shots, but nobody under the boards to even make an attempt at an offensive rebound. As on the floor for the Bastrop Bears, we have number 34, Joseph Overton, number 2, Dwayne Jackson, 33, Sam Miller, number 22, Justin Reese, and number 3, Isaac Rodello, who already has 10 points, 11 points this first quarter. Bastrop brings the ball out, hands it over to Sam Miller. Ball handled by Dwayne Jackson all the way across court to, let's see who that number is, number 22, Justin Reese. Back to Miller, inside to Jackson. Oh, Jackson has to dish it back out. He's camping in the lane. No, 3 seconds. They're going to call that one. 3 seconds on. I saw that from here, and they're at the opposite end of the court. Joseph Overton called for the 3-second violation at the 7:43 mark of the second quarter. Corey Canada throws it into Carlos Ramirez. He brings it up slowly across center court. Back across to Bunker. A lot of pressure there by Reese. Over to Ramirez. Inside to Corey Canada being challenged. Corey Canada goes hard, and the ball stripped away inside the lane, and the Bastrop Bears come up with it. Pushed down to Reese in the corner. Back out to Sam Miller. Sam Miller. Ooh, that was an easy ball to pick. Rodello with the ball brings it back over to Miller. Back over to Reese in the corner. Eagles tightening up the defense. Goes baseline. It's Reese. Reese backs off and makes a bad pass, and that ball's cut off by Canada. Tip to Mojica, and here comes Ramirez. He drives the lane, penetrates off the front of the rim. Missed it. Here comes Rodello. Passes it up to Dwayne Jackson. Dwayne Jackson with the layup, assisted by Rodello. Eagles come back quickly, slowed up by Ramirez all the way across court to Bunker. Corey Canada being covered heavily because they know that young man is dangerous, left alone. Mojica at the top of the key on the right side, pass down to the corner to Ramirez. Canada trying to get open. Ramirez inside, tries to squeeze it into Mojica, but he missed him, and the ball's picked off by Bastrop. Down in the corner is Dwayne Jackson. He's going to get called for traveling, but he took too many steps before he put that ball down. That'll be a Bastrop turnover. Into the game now for the Eagles, Luke Sumner, number 2, back in the game for Cedar Creek. And I didn't see who he replaced. Looks like maybe Mojica. Yeah, Mojica, and Isaiah Jackson back in the game as well for the Creek. Over to Bunker. Bunker, that pass lane cut off. Bunker's trying to make some room. Passes it back out to Ramirez. Ramirez drives, picks it up, goes left-handed off the side of the rim, missed it, and off the fingertips of Ramirez. That's going to be Bastrop ball on a valiant effort, just couldn't save it. 6:01 to go in the second quarter. Bastrop Bears up 23-14 on this 5A District 18 Region 3 district opener here in Cedar Creek, Texas. Noah Tyson for the Bears brings it up. Right side, passes it down the corner to Dwayne Jackson. Pushes it in the middle to Overton. Overton, all alone, misses off the back of the iron. And ball goes out of bounds off the foot of a Cedar Creek player, so Bastrop Bears will have control underneath their own net. And as Tyson looks for an outlet, he gets it to Dwayne Jackson. Jackson drives over to Reese in the corner, pulls it up off the rim, rebound. Oh, nearly rebounded by Cedar Creek. Where is it? Sit down, guys. I can't see. Bastrop controls it. Sam Miller on the inside, off the rim and in. Sam Miller with his second bucket of the night. Corey Canada just being mauled out there by the Bastrop players as he draws the foul. And that's going to be a possession turnover, a foul versus a free throw foul, as Isaiah Jackson and Luke Sumner leave the floor. And into the game now, we're back in as Ty Pruitt along with Dominique Mojica as they got a little breath of fresh air. Here's Ramirez, 5:25 to go in the second. 25-14, Bastrop Bears lead. Ramirez drives unattended, drops his shoulder, and up and off the glass as he muscled his way in on top of the big man Overton and banks it in. Carlos Ramirez, first bucket in a while. There's a stolen ball by Canada over to Bunker. Nice layup, Bunker, for the Cedar Creek Eagles, and the Bastrop Bears call timeout on two quick transition buckets by the Eagles. As Bunker comes up with the big one. It was a nice stolen pass by Corey Canada that set that breakaway up. Great heads-up play by the Cedar Creek players. It ultimately ended up being a 4-on-1, so if they would have missed that, it would have been their own fault. Bastrop Bears on top of the Cedar Creek Eagles, 25-18 here in the second quarter. 5 minutes exactly to go as the Bastrop Bears come out of their second timeout. It's going to be their ball underneath the Cedar Creek basket as Joseph Overton brings it in to Sam Miller. Back up to Tyson. Tyson brings it down to the corner, back into Dwayne Jackson. Jackson dishes it out, and that ball's picked off by Corey Canada. Long outlet pass, can't be handled by Ramirez, and that ball's going to go out of bounds, and there'll be a turnover as Bastrop keeps it. Corey Canada with the steal down there at the Bastrop baseline, but just could not convert on the long full court pass to Carlos Ramirez as Bastrop brings the ball up. Into the middle is Tyson. Over to Sam Miller, down low to Overton. Overton pulls up, and nice little short 10-foot J for Joseph Overton, his first bucket of the night. Cedar Creek Ramirez up to the top, lowers his shoulder, gets a 10. There goes inside to Ty Pruitt. He goes up, and he misses, but he's going to get fouled. He's going to go to the line shooting two. Ty Pruitt going to the line for the first time tonight. 4:24 to go here in the second. 27-18, Bastrop Bears on top of the Eagles. Pruitt off the front of the rim for his first miss. Pruitt shooting 26% from the line. Off the back, misses that one as well. That rebound, Bastrop. Here comes Sam Miller up the left side. Looks over to Dwayne Jackson. He just lofts those passes. They're easily pickable, but just not on their toes, the Cedar Creek defense. Back over to Jackson. Oh, Jackson takes a couple of steps as he starts running before that ball gets put down. That'll be a Bastrop turnover as Sestouli checks back into the game along with Jaden Albrighton getting his first minutes. So we got Sestouli, we have Albright, we have Reese, Rodello, and and number 22, Justin Reese. Or number 12, I'm sorry, Julian Miller. Ramirez all the way around to to Mojica. Back out to Ramirez at the top of the three-point line. Trying to break loose. Over to Bunker. Bunker back over to Ramirez. Penetration is difficult here in the lane. Mojica lets one go. Misses everything. Rebound. Bunker for the Eagles. Back out to Ramirez. He tries a three off the front of the rim. Oh, nice follow. Dominique Mojica is battling those Bears underneath. Those 3-on-1, and Dominique Mojica comes away with it. It's going to be Cedar Creek ball underneath their own goal. Carlos Ramirez all the way to the top to Pruitt. Over to Mojica. Mojica to Ramirez on the inside. Pulls up. Oh, he misses it to the side. Gets his own rebound. And puts it back up and misses. This time, Sestuli for Bastrop comes down with it and passes it up the court to Rodello to try to get the transition going. Cedar Creek putting a lot of pressure at midcourt on the inside to Rodello off the iron. Oh, and it missed. And no rebound. There should have been a whistle, but that's what I think Cedar Creek was planning on. That ball is stolen back away. And finally, Bastrop Sestuli puts it in after 2 turnovers by the Cedar Creek Eagles. Just cannot keep a handle on the ball to keep control of it. That ball's passed inside to Mojica from Canada. Canada over to Bunker. Bunker picks up the dribble, gets it to Ramirez. Ramirez drives baseline, pulls up for a 10-footer. Nice shot, Carlos Ramirez. Tyson for the Bears brings it up all the way across court to Rodello. Looking to the inside is number 21, Reese. Passed it down to Sestuli in the corner. Inside to Rodello, off the iron and missed. Rebound, Canada. And here comes the Eagles. Oh, and he's pressured at center court. And good dribbling skills by the young man, Corey Canada. And he's able to draw the foul from number 12, Julian Miller. That's his second personal, I believe. Well, there's a couple other fouls I'm missing. There's 16 fouls for the Bastrop Bears. Carlos Ramirez at the top of the three-point, puts over to Mojica. Back to Ramirez. Over to Bunker. He's going to try a three. Caleb Bunker drains it from about 20 foot. As Bastrop comes back up the left side. Tyson over to Reese. Reese over to Jaden Albrighton. Back inside to Noah Tyson. Up off the iron, missed. Gets his own rebound and off again. Bastrop with 2 offensive rebounds. And finally, Jaden Albrighton goes hard to the hoop. And it looks like Corey Canada committed his second foul, as Albrighton will go to the line shooting 1. Rolls around and drops in. 1:48 to go in the second quarter. Bastrop Bears up 30-23 over the Eagles. Albrighton with the second attempt. And off the front of the rim, missed, but Bastrop rebound. That should be a jump ball. And they're all tied up in the middle there with Julian Miller and Bunker. And that ball's going to be awarded to the Cedar Creek Eagles. So Canada brings the ball into Ramirez with 1:42 to go here in the first half. Over to Bunker, back to Ramirez, over to Mojica. Everything's happening outside the three-point arc. Bunker for 3 and drains it. Caleb Bunker with his second 3 of the night brings the Eagles to within 4. And easy penetration by the Bastrop Bears. And that foul is going to be on Dominique Mojica, as Julian Miller went hard to the bucket and he was fouled. He's going to go ahead and shoot 2. Makes his first one. His first trip to the free throw line. I apologize again. I don't have any stats on these Bastrop Bears. They use a completely different program that I don't have access to. Miller with the second one. 32-26 Bastrop, 1:21 to go. Corey Canada inbounds it to Ramirez. Ramirez brings it over to Mojica. Bastrop Bears basically playing a 3-2 defense with man-to-man up top when the ball's there. Ramirez handles it, guarded by Rodello. That ball's tipped away right into the hands of Miller, and then Miller gives it off to Tyson. And Tyson back down. Now gives it back to Tyson in the corner. Over to Sam Miller. Sam Miller has a hard time handling it. Over to Riddell at the top. He's all alone. Shoots off the front of the rim. Rebound, Dominique Mojica. And nobody there on the outlet pass. He just turned and threw the ball. He was thinking Carlos Ramirez was there. That'll be a defensive rebound by Dominique Mojica, but he threw it out of bounds. As the Bastrop Bears start up the right side, Noah Tyson. Ooh, almost stolen away. That ball's tipped out of bounds by Dominique Mojica. That pass intended to Sam Miller. That ball will be inbounded right in front of the Cedar Creek bench. 32 seconds to go in the first half. Bastrop Bears up 32-26. Tyson down to the corner to Rodello. Rodello goes baseline back out top to Tyson. Tyson brings it around. That ball stolen away by Corey Canada. Oh, and the slamma-jamma by Corey Canada. Nice one-handed dunk by the young man. As Bastrop down on the baseline, but Dello goes hard to the rim, and he's denied by Dominique Mojica. Here comes Ramirez. Bunker pulls up for three. Oh, short. But what a great spree by the Cedar Creek Eagles to end the first half. 32-28, Bastrop Bears on top. We're going to take a short break, and it looks like it's going to be a short halftime as it looks like they're making their way out the door. So it might be an 8-minute halftime. So we're going to take a really quick break here, play a couple of spots, and we will be right back live from Cedar Creek High School.
The Creek broadcast team is here. We are very excited to tell you about a brand new local family-owned restaurant right here in Cedar Creek. Leo's Italian Grill. Leo's offers authentic Italian cuisine with a nice southern flair, surrounded by an atmosphere that welcomes family and friends. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or watching your favorite sporting event on the big screen, it's Leo's Italian Grill. Check them out on the web at www.leositaliangrill.net. Everything you need is right there at your fingertips. For a full menu, daily specials, go to leositaliangrill.net. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors. Let's go to Leo's. This segment of Cedar Creek Eagle football is brought to you by Bastrop Mobile Services. For mobile mechanic service and repairs on the go, call 512-718-8297. Hey Eagle fans, did you know that you can find authentic Italian food right here in Cedar Creek, Texas? It's Leo's Italian Grill, located just west of Memorial Stadium on Highway 21 West. From delicious chicken parmesan to a hand-cut ribeye, don't forget Leo's famous pizza. Cannot go wrong with Leo's Italian Grill. No reservations needed, there's plenty of room at Leo's. For information and a full menu, go to leositaliangrill.net. Give Leo a call at 512-985-5302. Hours RV Service Center of Georgetown now offers mobile RV repair service on the go.
This broadcast is brought to you by
AUERSRV.com for more information. Or call Michael at 801-671-8672. From new installs to winterizing your RV for those cold months ahead. Avoid those big box RV centers and call Michael at 801-671-8672.
This broadcast is brought to you by Roscoe State Bank in affiliation and cooperation with SHN Sports.
All right, back here at Cedar Creek, as I was just realized that I have not been keeping up with the scoreboard. Yay me. So it is 32-28 in favor of the Bastrop Bears here with 5 minutes to go into halftime. Let me get that updated. And let me get this changed as well. From the Roscoe State Bank scoreboard here at Cedar Creek High School. So the Eagles are really showing potential here in the first half. They have the right idea. What they're really lacking is just their hands. They've had multiple opportunities to control the ball, and Bastrop Bears were just there with a little quicker sleight of hand to slap it away. and either convert on the bucket, or I really believe that the score should be a little higher than it is with the Bastrop Bears. I think they should be up by like 10 versus only being up by 4. They did not take advantage of some of the turnovers that they created, so it ended up being in favor of the Cedar Creek Eagles. But you know, it's shaping up to be exactly what it is. Fortunately, everybody's keeping their temper and nothing's flaring up yet, which is kind of notorious in our Bastrop Cedar Creek rival games. Usually, more so on the football field, I guess, where they get a little more physical. But it's been a physical first half, and they're battling for the ball. But the Cedar Creek Eagles and the Bastrop Bears are living up to every bit of this crosstown rivalry. The Eagles could really, really use a victory to start out this district against Bastrop, sending them to Elgin next week, because the Bastrop Bears host the Hutto Hippos, their second game next Tuesday night at the Bear Den there at Bastrop High School. And the Hutto Hippos are a really good team this year, and I want to say they're like 18 or 19-1 just in preseason. So they're bringing a pretty tough team to the market. So that is going to be one of the top teams in the district to beat this year. It looks like for the in District 8 or District 18 Region 3. So the Bastrop or Cedar Creek Eagles are making their way out of the locker room with 2 minutes 58 seconds to go here in the halftime. The leading scorer for your Cedar Creek Eagles, it looks like it's going to be Carlos Ramirez. He had 13 points that first half. He had two field goals or two 2-point buckets, and then he had 3 3-pointers. And who else is going to follow that? Dominique Mojica added a bucket, but he is perfect from the free throw line, 3 for 3 this afternoon so far. He's coming in tonight only shooting 20% from the free throw line, so he's been practicing over the break, and he hasn't missed one yet. For your Bastrop Bears, it looks like your leading scorer is going to be Isaac Rodello. He's coming in with 10 points that first half. It was pretty evenly spread out as Sam Miller and Luciano Sestuli handed a couple of buckets, and also Dwayne Jackson, Noah Tyson, and Julian Miller, along with Joseph Overton, adding singles. Julian Miller is perfect from the free throw. He's 2 for 2. And that's pretty much where we stand for the first half of Cedar Creek Eagle basketball here at the Eagles Nest. So we're going to take a short little break here with about 1:28 left to go in the halftime, and we are going to hear from Hours RV.
Hey folks, this is Pete from the Creek Broadcast Team for Hours RV Service Center in Georgetown. All the RVs that I see on the road these days, how about having a peace of mind knowing that your RV is in tip-top shape by taking it to Hours RV Service in Georgetown. Located at 8480 Interstate 35 in Georgetown, Hours RV Service will make sure that your coach, fifth wheel, or pop-up, or bumper pull are all ready for the road. They honor all major service contracts, so you don't have to worry about voiding any warranties. Hours 5-star review customer service will make sure that you have the peace of mind to enjoy that vacation. Call Michael at 801-671-8672 or find him online at www.hoursrv.com. That's www.hoursrv.com. No job too big, no job too small. In and out quickly, and most large projects are out in less than 5 days. Electrical, air conditioning, new installations and modifications, all available at Hours RV. Hours RV Service Center in Georgetown, the small business that's big on service.
This broadcast is brought to you by Roscoe State Bank in affiliation and cooperation with SHN Sports. Lori Tuggle State Farm Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Creek Broadcast Team on SHN Sports. Call Lori at 512-581-3939 and ask what State Farm Insurance can do for you. You're tuned in to the Creek Broadcast Team on SHN Sports.
All right, back here at the Eagles' Nest. Halftime is over. Getting ready to start the third with the Bastrop Bears up 32-28. It looks like we have the original starting five on the court for the Bastrop Bears. That's going to be Rodello, Sestouli, Miller, Rodello. And that ball is taken to the bucket by Sam Miller to start the third quarter as Cedar Creek takes it down to the opposite end of the court. Ramirez in the middle inside to Corey Canada. Corey Canada turns, being uptunded by three Bastrop Bears. Bunker over the arc, out of the left side, top of the arc, back inside to Canada. Canada drives, and he is going to get called for an offensive foul as he picks up his third. He dropped the shoulder and tried to make his way to the bucket. To me, it looked like a nice hard drive, but the referee saw otherwise. Rodello for the Bastrop Bears over to Miller, and that's going to be a return the favor as number 12 for the Bastrop Bears draws an offensive foul on an illegal block. And that'll be his third personal according to my records. Ramirez brings it up for the Cedar Creek Eagles as we start the third quarter. Let me get this thing out of halftime. And Cedar Creek turns it over. Goes to the hoop, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Rodello as number 2, Luke Sumner for the Eagles, takes the heat and draws the foul, and that's Rodello's first personal as the Bears turn their opportunity over to the Eagles. And here comes Ramirez up the middle of the court. He's got Dominique Mojica sets the pick. Ramirez pulls back around, pulls up, and a nice 20-footer. I'm sorry, about a 15-footer. It's a two-pointer as Ramirez drains it. Sam Miller drives hard to the baseline, inside to the other Miller, and that's going to be missed off the glass and tipped away by Miller as Corey Canada tried to control it. Sam Miller picked up the ball. All the Millers are on the court today, and their ball is going to go hard to the hoop by Sam Miller, and that's going to be a foul as that's going to be called on Dominique Mojica. And that looks like his second personal. And that's going to send Sam Miller to the line for the first time tonight. 34-30, Bastrop Bears as Miller makes his first one. So just to be clear, we have two Millers. We have a Julian Miller, it's number 12, and we have a Sam Miller, who's 33. So I will try to keep those two separated. Whether or not they're related or not, I have no idea. Miller on the second one makes it. Inbounded from Canada to Ramirez. Back to Canada, over to Ramirez. Ramirez at the top of the key trying to get something set up. Dominique Mojica set up way high. Ramirez pulls up. It's a drain misser. I thought that was going in the second bounce as Ramirez launched a three-pointer and the ball bounced out of bounds off the rim. It'll be Bastrop ball as Julian Miller inbounds it to Tyson, over to Sam Miller. Back to Tyson. Bastrop makes it across half court. Miller down inside the other Miller. That ball stripped away by Corey Canada. That ball's picked up by Sestouli. Oh, he traveled, and nice under reverse layup by Sestouli. And that was all based on the rotation of the ball because that just hit the glass and just spun right back. Ramirez over to Bunker. Bunker in the corner. Off the back of the iron. Rebound Bastrop. Rodello brings it up the middle as that missed three by Bunker. Or I'm sorry, that missed three by Luke Sumner. Rodello for three. Drains it. So the Eagles down by 11 that quick. 41-30. 5:15 to go in the third. Corey Canada drives. He's going to pick up a foul by number 12, Julian Miller. And that looks like his fourth. And that's going to force him to hit the bench for a few minutes. And number 2, Dwayne Jackson for the Eagles is going to check in. Corey Canada, inbound pass from Ramirez, brings it up nice and slow to the right side. Young man's trying to do way too much on his own. inside to Sumner. Sumner to Bunker. Bunker puts it up. Nice little give and go. Sumner to Bunker. Sounds like a couple of Civil War battles there. As Bunker picks up his first bucket of the second half. Down to the corner to Sestouli. Rodello being challenged by Sumner. All the way across court to Noah Tyson. Tyson drives in, being challenged by Canada. Nice roll to the bucket, but misses it. And Canada with the rebound. Nice fancy behind the back type passing. Down in the corner to Carlos Ramirez. Oh, Ramirez up off the glass. Oh, rebound Mojica misses it. Bastrop with the ball, and here comes the Bears up the right side to Rodello. Rodello goes hard to the bucket over top of Canada. Rodello. Corey Canada, top of the key for the Eagles. Oh, he goes fancy but slips and falls. But fortunately, Bunker's there to pick up the loose ball. Over to Mojica. Mojica turns and drives, but he dishes it out into the corner. Dishes it out into the corner, and there's a foul on the play. And it looks like it's going to be an offensive foul by number 12. Dominique Mojica, I believe. As soon as something happens, the Bastrop Bear team bench gets up and blocks my view. I believe that was an offensive foul on Dominique Mojica as the Bears bring it up. Sam Miller over to the other side to Rodello. Rodello dishes it off to Tyson. Tyson back to Dwayne Jackson. Dwayne Jackson pulls. Oh, misses the whole win, but he had a good look at it. And here comes Corey Canada down into the corner, being trapped, and now he falls to the ground. And looks like, based on the situation, Cedar Creek called a timeout before he was called for traveling. Not sure what's up with the young man's shoe, but 3:32 left to go here in the third. Bastrop Bears up 43-32. As Bastrop came out gunning the second half. They're basically just running the ball. The Eagles are relying too much on one or two players, and the Bastrop Bears know that, so they're shutting those players down. They're double and triple teaming number 1 Corey Canada for the Eagles because they know what he is completely capable of. We certainly miss the big man on the inside, that being Alfred Collins, down in San Antonio this weekend playing his final high school football game in the All-American game there in San Antonio. The young man was selected, well-deserved. Congratulations, Collins family. We look for big, huge things coming from that young man. You'll be hearing that man's name in the NFL before you know it. Cedar Creek, Ramirez has the ball, drives in, bounces off Rodello. Ramirez brings it all the way around to Sumner, and that ball shot from the corner by Corey Canada, missed everything. Rebound Bastrop, and here comes Rodello up the right side. Drives baseline, finger rolls it up off the side of the iron. Gets his own rebound, puts it back, Rodello. 45-32, Bastrop, 2:24 to go as the Eagles are slowly losing composure. That ball down in the corner to Bunker. Oh, and that's going to go the other way as Bunker lays into Joseph Overton and draws the offensive foul. That'll be Bunker's first personal. And nonetheless, it's a turnover, and Bastrop has control as Overton brings it in to Noah Tyson. Tyson over to Sam Miller. Pulls up for a long three and drains it. Sam Miller, don't leave the young man alone. Bastrop slowly pulling away to spread to 16 now with 2 minutes to go in the third. Ramirez pulls up for a three and drains it. Carlos Ramirez. And right at the drain, Cedar Creek Eagles call timeout. And that's going to leave them 2 left. That is Carlos Ramirez's 4th three-pointer of the game as the Eagles are trying to regroup here with about 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Time is running low for the Eagles. Bastrop's looking pretty good. They have a couple of straight players. They have both players that are Sam Miller and Sestouli that can only play not down low but can also play up top. So they're utilizing them on the perimeter to get that ball moved around, and as they drop down, it pulls out the Cedar Creek defense and leaves them a golden opportunity for either a smooth backdoor play or just an easy layup off of the give and go. So Bastrop has possession underneath the Cedar Creek goal with 8 seconds to go in the timeout. On the floor for the Eagles, you got Bunker, Sumner, Ramirez, Ty Pruitt, and Corey Canada. For the Bears, you got Jackson, Miller, that's Sam Miller, Noah Tyson, and Joseph Overton, and I'm missing one, and Rodello over on the far side there. Noah Tyson brings it up. Oh, there's that give and go I was talking about as Sam Miller pulls up, and he's short and into the hands of Ty Pruitt for the defensive rebound. That was exactly what I was talking about. They pull the big man out top, and as soon as he breaks back, it's a nice give and go, but he missed it as Ramirez inside to Bunker. Oh, Bunker misses the easy layup. Oh, and that's going to be a foul as Ty Pruitt puts it back on the offensive rebound. And that foul is going to be on number 10, Noah Tyson. And that's going to send Pruitt to the line. I believe that's Noah Tyson's first personal. And this is Ty Pruitt's second trip to the line, missing his first two. And misses the third one. It's 0 for 3 from the line as Sam Miller comes out. Into the game now is Jaden Albrighton, as Sam Miller has definitely earned a rest. Ty Pruitt on his second attempt. And off the side of the rim, rebound, Cedar Creek. Sumner gets it, based out to Ramirez for a reset. Ramirez jacking around, puts it back out to Sumner. Sumner for three. Oh, misses everything. Rebound, Bastrop. And here comes Rodello up the right side. Back into the middle. Ooh, should have been a travel. Missed shot off the front of the rim. Rebound, Cedar Creek. Here comes Ramirez. And that ball stolen away from Rodello. Now it's a 2-on-1. Goes hard to the hoop. Rodello. Great steal and finish by Bastrop. And there's a nice alley-oop pass from Ramirez to Corey Canada and puts it in for two. I only got Corey Canada with 4 points so far this game. And young man's usually averaging like 24 points a game. That ball, Joseph Overton from the corner for the Bears, drains it. I believe that was a three. 52-37, nearing the end. Ooh, now we're going to go hard to the... Oh, and Corey Canada come down hard to the floor, and he's rolling around in some discomfort. Now he's up under his own power as him and big man Joseph Overton collide under the rim, and it looks like Overton is going to commit the foul for his first personal. That's going to send Corey Canada to the line with 29 seconds to go here in the third. Bastrop up 52-37. And he makes the first one. Rodello comes out of the game. Back into the game is Dwayne Jackson. Number 4, a new face, Jared Proctor into the game for the first time for the Bastrop Bears. Corey Canada drains his second one. 52-39 with 26 seconds left to go in the third. That ball's all the way across to Tyson, down to Overton. Nobody on the defense. Easy transition for Bastrop as Overton's there for the easy bucket. 54-39, 12 seconds. Corey Canada up top. Challenges. Jackson pulls up off the side of the rim. Rebound, Bastrop. And here comes Jackson with 3 seconds. He'll get the last shot in. Nice layup. That's going to end the third quarter as Dwayne Jackson closes out the third quarter with a solo breakaway stolen ball and easy layup to put the Bastrop Bears up 56-39. As the Cedar Creek Eagles are trying to find an answer, they're down by 17 to start the fourth quarter. Only scoring 11 points that quarter. Scoring 14 the first quarter, 14 the second quarter, and 11 this quarter. as the Bastrop Bears came up with 24 points in that quarter. My math is right. So Bastrop controlling both the offense and the defensive end of the court. Cedar Creek is really going to have a pretty much a mistake-free fourth quarter to even make this a game, being down by 17. As Cedar Creek will have possession coming into the fourth quarter. This fourth quarter brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Lori Tuggle Insurance, right there on Highway 71. Call 581. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Lori, I forgot the number. I am horrible. Cedar Creek inbounds the ball. Corey Canada goes hard to the bucket and gets the nice roll on it. Corey Canada trying to take it into his own hands, see what he can do here. The full court press by Cedar Creek has Bastrop across. Now they finally get it across as number 21, Albrighton, all the way across to the new guy, Proctor, in the corner. Gets the ball tipped away. Tyson controls it back to Proctor. Proctor all the way back across, and that ball is going to be short because it was tipped by Ramirez. And that ball is going to be a loose ball foul, basically, on number 34, Joseph Overton, and the Eagles will have possession way down underneath the Bastrop, or underneath the Cedar Creek goal, or Bastrop goal, I'm sorry. Back in is Julian Miller as Dwayne Jackson checks out. So we have Tyson, Miller, Overton, Proctor, and Rodello, I believe. I can't see where the fourth one is. I'm sorry, Albrighton are down on the Bastrop Bears. Ramirez for three, off the side of the rim. Rebound, Bastrop being challenged by Ty Pruitt. But Bastrop controls, and here comes Albrighton up the side over to Tyson Miller, or Noah Tyson. Back to Albrighton, dish to the inside. That ball's tipped away. Bastrop, or Cedar Creek controls it as Sumner passes it over to Ramirez. Ramirez down the corner. That ball's tipped and stolen away by Bastrop. Over to Proctor. Back to Jackson. Picks it up off the glass and in. Dwayne Jackson. Or I'm sorry, that's number 21, Albrighton. Let me take that back. His first two of the game. Cedar Creek with the attempt. Misses. Rebound Bastrop. That ball's passed up to Julian Miller. He controls it on a long pass. Miller, that's just tipped away. Cedar Creek steals it. Passed up to Corey Canada. Easy layup over top of Albrighton on the transition on the stolen pass by Ty Pruitt as Corey Canada converts the layup. Here comes Noah Tyson up the left side being trapped by three Eagle players. Back out to Albrighton. Albrighton takes the turn. That's going to be a foul on a reach-in on number 1, Corey Canada. And I believe that's his fourth personal. Possibly 5. No. So it looks like Ty Pruitt's coming out along with Sumner. And into the game now is Mojica and Isaiah Jackson for the Eagles. Bastrop inbounds the ball. Tyson controls it, pushes it down to Julian Miller in the corner, brings it back out to Albrighton. At the three-point arc, he fakes a couple, drives in, challenges Mojica. Proctor with the ball, off the side of the rim, rebound Canada, and he's going up hard to the left side. Changes sides, goes back to the right, going up to the middle, and cannot handle the pass. He had the shot. He probably should have went for the layup, but he tried to dish it off to Isaiah Jackson, and he was not ready for it. He goes out of bounds. At 6 minutes to go in the fourth, 58-43, as the Eagles close the gap a little bit, still down by 15. Bastrop controls the ball. Sam Miller all the way across court to Rodello. Rodello on the three-point arc, back over to Miller, trying to take some time off the clock. Over to Noah Tyson. Tyson to Rodello, nearly picked off by Corey Canada. Rodello drives the lane, off the side of the rim, bouncing around. Bastrop with the rebound, back to Rodello from Miller with the layup and draws the foul. Nice dish from Julian Miller to Rodello, and he'll go to the line shooting one. 60-43. Not sure who that foul was on as he makes that free throw. Corey Canada with the ball, so it must not have been on him because he would have gave him 5, so he controls the ball to the top. Inside to Mojica. Ooh, hard pass. Out to Ramirez. Ramirez pulls off the front of the rim, missed, nearly rebounded by Mojica, goes out of bounds. It'll be Bastrop possession. 5:21 to go here in the fourth. Bastrop goes hard to the bucket, misses it, rebound. Bunker goes hard, misses off the back of the rim, ball bouncing around. Bastrop takes control. Here comes Rodello up the right side. Rodello goes hard, stripped away by Ramirez, and he's unable to save it, goes out of bounds. It should be Bastrop ball. Bastrop with the ball, drives the lane, and he's mauled. Oh, but he's going to travel as Sam Miller drives the bucket, runs into a wall of Eagles, and gets called for the travel. That'll be a Bastrop turnover. 4:52 to go in the fourth quarter. Cedar Creek 43, Bastrop 61. Corey Canada handles the ball, goes up right. Oh, it should have been a travel, but he makes a nice finger roll. No foul on the play. Corey Canada picks up the deuce. That ball being pressured hard by Cedar Creek as Bastrop comes across. Ooh, another travel near as Miller gets it off to Rodello. Rodello up the top being challenged by Ramirez. Miller drives to center. That ball stripped away by Ramirez. He's all by himself. Here's Sestuli to challenge him. Oh, nice one-handed reach layup over top of the big man Sestuli. Carlos Ramirez with a great bucket at 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Julian Miller, ooh, wow, that was near travel by the Bastrop Bears. That ball from Miller down to Tyson, trying to eat some time off the clock. Ramirez trying to sneak up behind and make something happen. That's going to be a 3-second violation on the Bastrop Bears. Looks like Luciano Sestuli got caught camping a little bit as the Bears take a timeout with 3:52 to go here in the game. 61-47, the Bastrop Bears lead the Eagles.
State Farm Insurance.
512-581-3939.
Maury Toggle.
Call now. Home, auto, and life.
Maury Toggle.
815 Highway 71 West, Suite D.
Maury Toggle. State Farm Insurance.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Since 1922.
This broadcast is brought to you by Roscoe State Bank in affiliation and cooperation with SHN Sports.
You're tuned in to the Creek Broadcast Team on SHN Sports.
All right, back here at the Creek. The Eagles Nest, Cedar Creek High School, whatever you want to call it. We are here. And the Bastrop Bears are on top of the Cedar Creek Eagles, 61-47. With 3 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in the game. Carlos Ramirez inbounds the ball to Corey Canada. That's it, dribbled down before the clock starts, before he touches it. Canada comes back to the middle. Over to Ramirez. Ramirez drives the baseline, dishes inside to Jackson. Isaiah Jackson with his first bucket of the night. As a great look, baseline drive by Ramirez to find Jackson. Bastrop trying to get the ball, keep it in play. Miller passes it down to Julian Miller. Julian Miller's working the inside on the block. Back out to Rodello, over to Tyson. 3! Noah Tyson. That's his first 3 of the night. As Canada brings it up the middle. Law way off the mark as he tries to pull a big three-point J from about 22 feet. And that's going to put a great fake pass by Tyson over to Rodello. Rodello puts it in for the nice layup as Bastrop starts to run away with it. 66-49 with 2:56 to go. Mojica with the ball, back to Ramirez. Ramirez over to Bunker. Bunker, three-point shot and drain. Caleb Bunker, his 3 points of the second half, his third of the night. Sam Miller gets it over to Noah Tyson. Tyson looking for an outlet. Back to Miller. Back to Tyson. Killing the clock, 2:29 to go. Tyson drives in. He's challenged. Oh, and he travels. Great defense by Canada and Ramirez as they force the travel. on Noah Tyson. That'll be a Bastrop turnover, and the Eagles will inbound deep in their own end, or deep in the Bastrop end. Corey Canada brings it over half court, up to Ramirez. Ramirez into Mojica. Mojica looking for an outlet. Over to Bunker. Off the side of the rim. Rebound Canada, goes back up hard. Oh, off again. And rebounds, they're fighting for it. It's still loose on the ground. It should be. Oh, after all of that, ball rolls out of bounds. It'll be Bastrop ball. Just not enough sticky fingers on the Cedar Creek Eagles to be able to hang on to that stuff. Down by 14 with 2:04 to go. Bastrop inbounds it. Sam Miller to Noah Tyson all the way across to Rodello, still on their side of the court. And finally get it across. Noah Tyson back to Sam Miller. Sam Miller way up top. Drives to the inside, hands it off to Julian Miller, and there's going to be a timeout called right in the middle of that play by the Bastrop Bears to stop it with 1:51 to go in the fourth quarter. 66-52, the Bastrop Bears lead the Eagle here in this district opener. 5A District 18, Region 3. Give me a chance to update some scoreboards here. Let's see where we're at here. We got 66. 52. It's not 1st and 10. We just want to blank that. All right, timeout's over.
This broadcast is brought to you by Roscoe State Bank in affiliation in cooperation with SHN Sports.
Our banner sponsor is Roscoe State Bank, and we thank them very much for going to the Creek broadcast team for some local advertising. Rick Womble, the vice president over there at Bastrop's, or at the Bastrop branch of Roscoe State Bank. That ball passed up the left side from Tyson to Rodello, all the way out to the top to Sam Miller. And back to Rodello. They're just trying to eat the clock up now. Cedar Creek trying to clamp down on him, trying to force a turnover. Into the game now, we got Diego Halamak for the Eagles, seeing the first time tonight. And that ball is going to be turned over by Bastrop. Looks like Sestilli maybe traveled with it. With 1:31 to go. As Cedar Creek brings it up. Carlos Ramirez brings it up. The clock starts at 1:29. Ramirez goes to the right side of the baseline, brings it back out, gets a nice pick by Bunker. Ramirez down to the corner to Isaiah Jackson. He goes up and he's fouled. Number 32, Overton. Or I'm sorry, they don't have a 32 on that team. Must have been 33. Oh, I'm sorry, it was 23 because I'm dyslexic. So Sestilli picks up his third personal as Isaiah Jackson drains the free throw. Second one up and off the back of the rim. Rebound Canada puts it back. Corey Canada comes down on a foot and rolls his ankle. He comes limping away as the Eagles convert a three-point play. That ball stripped away and stolen by Bunker. There, the finally one. Here's Ramirez with the layup. Carlos Ramirez, Cedar Creek timeout after the bucket. 1 minute exactly to go. Cedar Creek with a quick 5-point turnaround. Only puts them down by 9 here with 1 minute left to go. As Ramirez on the great feed by Caleb Bunker for the easy layup. I love having teenagers because then you get obscure text like this one from my son. Washing machine right when you hit LBA, be careful. So I'm not sure if that means a washing machine in the roadway or if that's code for something. Nonetheless, if you're in the LBA, Highway 95 LBA Drive, careful, there might be a washing machine in the roadway. This is brought to you by Useless Information. All right, Bastrop with the inbound underneath the basket. Sam Miller to Rodello, and that's going to be a backcourt foul. Or was it? Yeah, okay, it looks like a backcourt foul. The referees aren't calling anything. And it looks like it's going to be a shooting foul as Ramirez is called for the infraction. And I see that being Ramirez's first, but unfortunately it's a 17th foul. And that's going to send Rodello to the free throw line, shooting a 1-and-1. And he makes the first one. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line tonight. That just adds to his tally. That gives him 23 on the night as he lets the other one go. Oh, in and out, missed that one. And rebound, Isaiah Jackson gets it over to Corey Canada as they're running out of time, 56 seconds to go on the clock. Canada looking for an outlet, down in the corner to Bunker. Bunker drives into the lane, dishes it out to Ramirez. Ramirez pulls for three, off the iron, and controlled by Cedar Creek. Bunker off the iron, he gets a shot away, but rebound Bastrop. 2 missed opportunities by the Cedar Creek Eagles. And Bastrop controls the ball with 33 seconds to go. Tyson back over to Sam Miller, over to Rodello, and that ball is going to be fouled as Corey Canada picks up a personal foul. On my record, that gives him 5, but I may have missed maybe gave him one I wasn't supposed to earlier in the game because he's still on the court, but he does send Rodello to the line, shooting another 1-and-1 opportunity for Bastrop. 67, make that 68 to 57, Bastrop with 27 seconds left to go. Rodello on his second attempt. Off the back of the iron, rebound Cedar Creek. Bunker controls it, and he pushes it up to the left side. Drives the lane, up and in, a little bounce off the rim. Rebound Canada goes up hard and puts it back. Corey Canada with the bucket, and Cedar Creek calls another timeout right after the bucket before the transition can happen. With 16 seconds left to go, Cedar Creek down by 9, 68-59 to the Bastrop Bears. So Cedar Creek is able to hold Bastrop. They only scored 2 points in that last stretch of about 3 minutes, but unable to convert to try to close the gap. So that still leaves a spread of 9 points, 68-59. What will probably be the final timeout of the game with only 16 ticks left on the clock. So Isaac Rodello for the Bastrop Bears, and Carlos Ramirez and Corey Canada for the Cedar Creek Eagles seem to be the high scorers so far of this game. As Bastrop inbounds with a full court press underneath the Cedar Creek goal. Handling the ball is Julian Miller, trying to bring it in. Nobody's getting open. That finally gets it into Sam Miller. Back to Julian Miller. Over to Rodello, and that ball is going to, Ramirez is going to foul Rodello. And that's Ramirez's second personal foul. And that will send Rodello to the line for the third time here in less than a minute. He's 5 for 6 from the line. Or I take that back, 4 for 6 from the line. That's all been within the last minute, 10 seconds as Rodello drains that one. Wish I had some percentages to go along with these Bastrop Bears because I think some of them are probably pretty impressive. Rodello on the second attempt, makes it. Goes 6 for 8 from the free throw line just in the last 60 seconds. Ramirez pulls up for 3, drains it. Carlos Ramirez. 62-70, Bastrop leads, and that's going to be another backcourt foul as Diego Halamak fouls Sam Miller. Diego picks up his first personal. Known Diego since he was a little kid. His dad is the middle school principal over at Cedar Creek Middle School. As Sam Miller goes to the line, Shooting a 1-and-1, makes it. Actually, he's shooting 2. That's 10 personal. That's 10 team fouls. He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. All the Bastrop players back. 3 seconds to go in the game. Sam Miller drains that one. 4 for 4. 72-62. 3 seconds to go. Ramirez picks it up. He's going to let a 3 go and makes it. Leaving the court with a little bit of dignity as Carlos Ramirez drains it to end the game. With the final score, Bastrop Bears 72 and the Cedar Creek Eagles 65. Not sure if Coach Maxwell is going to make his way over here or not. If he does, then doesn't look like it. Not worried about it. I wouldn't either if I were him. So a little tidbit of information. Robert Dodds was the coach of the Bastrop Bears last year, and I thought he was this year as well, but I found out that he moved on to Corpus Christi to go down there and coach and work. So I didn't find that out until just tonight, and I did not get the name of the new coach as we were pressed for time the last couple of seconds. The team showed up late here to the gym because of some bus issues or something like that. I'm not sure exactly, but they barely had about 8 minutes to warm up before the game started, but apparently it did not hurt them in any way whatsoever as the Bastrop Bears top the Cedar Creek Eagles 72-65. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to listen to a couple of spots, and we'll come back with a post-game wrap-up. This is the SHN Sports and the Creek broadcast team live from Cedar Creek High School. I'm Pistol Pete. We'll be right back.
Thinking about building something? The Roscoe State Bank in Bastrop has money to lend for your project. Whether it's commercial or residential construction, the lending experts at the Roscoe State Bank can get you the funding you need to get the job done. Drop by the Roscoe State Bank at 710 Highway 71 West in Bastrop, right in front of Home Depot. Roscoe State Bank is an equal housing lender and a proud supporter of the Bastrop ISD and Cedar Creek Athletics. Roscoe State Bank, member FDIC.
Hours RV Service Center of Georgetown now offers mobile RV repair service on the go. Go to auersrv.com for more information or call Michael at 801-671-8672. From new installs to winterizing your RV for those cold months ahead. Avoid those big box RV centers and call Michael at 801-671-8672.
Leo's Italian Grill is a proud sponsor of the Creek broadcast team and Cedar Creek Athletics. Located at 887 Highway 21 West in Cedar Creek, Texas. For information and a full menu, look them up at leositaliangrill.net. Grab your friends, grab your family, and let's go to Leo's.
I'm in a state of inundation from an endless iteration of discounts that State Farm gives to me. Good driver and good student, multi-car and all the rest make up a veritable litany. They got a list of discounts longer than my arm. Get to a better state, State Farm.
The Creek broadcast team here for Bastrop Mobile Services. Serving the surrounding area since 2009, they offer a huge variety of services for you and your vehicles with affordable, competitive prices. And they have a only 5-star rating shop in Bastrop County. They offer on-site services and repairs for all cars, trucks, makes, and models. Fleet services to keep those crews on the job. Farm equipment service and repair to keep those hay bales stacking up. They work on heavy equipment to make sure you meet that deadline. They also have on-site professional welding services. It doesn't matter what the repair, big or small, on the go, or in their fully equipped shop. Call 512-718-8297 and set up your appointment today. Or you can find them on the web at www.bastropmobileservices.com. That's Bastrop Mobile Services for quality service on the go. Hey Eagle fans, did you know that you can find authentic Italian food right here in Cedar Creek, Texas? It's Leo's Italian Grill, located just west of Memorial Stadium on Highway 21 West. From delicious chicken parmesan to a hand-cut ribeye, don't forget Leo's famous pizza. You can cannot go wrong with Leo's Italian Grill. No reservations needed. There's plenty of room at Leo's. For information and a full menu, go to leositaliangrill.net. Give Leo a call at 512-985-5302.
You're tuned into the Creek broadcast team on SHN Sports.
All right, guys, back here at Cedar Creek High School, some final numbers for you. So Cedar Creek really came out the fourth quarter and outscored the Bastrop Bears 26-15, but it was that third quarter they got outscored 24-11 that really kind of put them down, that put them back. So the separation was 7 points at the end. The Bastrop Bears 72, the Cedar Creek Eagles 65. So the Bastrop Bears go 0-1 in district as the Bastrop Bears go 1-0 in district play here in 18 Region 3. So as far as high scorers are concerned, it looks like Corey Canada ended up with 16, and I may have missed one or two in there. But Carlos Ramirez was the big shot tonight, 28 points for Carlos Ramirez, and Caleb Bunker poured in 15 in the effort. For the Bastrop Bears, Isaac Rodello was the big gun tonight with 26, and 3 of those were from three-point land. And let me see here. And number 10, 10 points for number 33, Sam Miller, who was perfect from the line tonight, 4 for 4 down the stretch. But nonetheless, looks like Coach Maxwell decided he wanted to go ahead and move on. So initially he said he might have a couple of words for us at the end of the game. But we're going to go ahead and call this quits here from Cedar Creek High School, the district opener, District 18, Region 3, all about 5A high school sports. We want to thank our sponsor, our lead sponsor, Roscoe State Bank, Lori Tuggle State Farm Insurance. We want to thank Leo's Italian Grill up there on Highway 21 in Cedar Creek. Good food, great atmosphere. Hours RV Service out of Georgetown. And Bastrop Mobile Services right out of Bastrop, Texas here, out there off of Highway 71 and Ponderosa Road. If you need repairs on the go, they will come to you or you can bring it to them. So on behalf of the Creek broadcast team and SHN Sports, live from Cedar Creek High School, your final score, the Bastrop Bears 72 to Cedar Creek Eagles 65. Tuesday night in Elgin for Cedar Creek, and Tuesday night for Bastrop at home with Hutto Hippos. I'm Pistol Pete with the call. We will see you Tuesday night.
Broadcast team on SH